So what exercises work best with the SPARTA method? Here we are, auxiliary exercises, the meat and potato. The majority of the exercises I suggest or in my book or my method are designed to challenge the user's center of gravity, develop power, remember that ball exercise, there's variations, and teach change of direction skills. Exercises target areas with the highest sensitivity for injury from falls. Remember how we talked about those numbers from the fall and I highlighted the hips? So I dug deeper. So the highest sensitivity for injuries from fall are the ankles, hips, spine, forearm, and wrist. And again, you can see in my slides, I have sources, and so those are the joints that we want to work and build more mobility, flexibility, et cetera, et cetera. So here's one of my auxiliary exercises. Baton twirling. Like, what? Baton twirling? Yes. Baton twirling can be done after, this is just one of many, can be a rotator cuff exercise, can be done after a rotator cuff exercise and prior to a primary chest exercise, like a chest exercise. Baton twirling, I'm a nerd, works distally from the wrist to the shoulder and scapula. It also increases neuromuscular activation and prepares the individual for the primary strength exercise, such as the dumbbell chest press or side raise. So that kind of exercise, he's just using a cane, a walking stick. But if I wanted to progress it, I can give him a body bar. See, something to that effect. You follow me? And see how he can do that at home. So if we're doing remote training, we can do a lot of stuff that if we think outside the box. I gotta check my time. Okay, so these exercises, auxiliary exercises, are intended to fill the gap, my friends, between other standard exercises, meaning your program design, to help people develop more efficient and fluid movement to reduce compensation during the execution of the primary exercises. All the exercises can be regressed or progressed. All are designed to contribute to the development and management of skill sets that are transferable, I'm a broken record, to daily activities. So many of you probably have heard of Gray Cook. I follow him for many, many years, seen him speak, and he has a joint-by-joint approach. So my SPARTA method just took it to another level, and it's based on this. So the SPARTA auxiliary exercises have multiple movements with different joint kinematics and muscle origins that influence the kinetic chain checkpoints. That's what it does. So my movement of the foot internally rotate, changing my wrist position is going to influence the kinematics, if you follow me, and the kinetic chain checkpoints. So beyond building a physical wellness, you know, I'm holistic. There is a great opportunity to enhance their ability for retention and comprehension of exercises, promote brain activity. I work out every day. Look at my muscles. Hopefully that made you smile. All right, so I'm going to keep moving. So some humor. I don't know if there's an emoticon for this. I want you to think in your head, name all the anatomical planes of motion with this young man is getting down. He's just, I had enough. I got to get loose, man. Look at that. All anatomical planes of motion. Put it in the chat. You can put it in the chat room. Was it sagittal, frontal? Because there's three of them. There's transverse, frontal, and sagittal. What would you agree? Is he transverse? Yes, no, thumbs up. Is there a frontal plane movement? Is there a sagittal? Think outside the box for movement, my friend. So imagine if he was in the gym, you'd be like, you're going to just sit and do seated exercises. Then when he leaves the gym, he's doing this. You know, I put a weighted vest on him. Sheesh, you don't want to know what I do. I may put some ankle weights on him. I don't know. I will elicit some new physiological adaptation. That was funny. I thought that was good. Now, let's name all the 7 fundamental human movements. So I'll do a brief review. All the 7 fundamental human movements. So there's 7 basic movement patterns. There's squat, lunge, push, pull, bend, twist. So again, there's a little review. So I can see a pull, that's a pull, and that's the push. He's already in the squat position, right? Isometric squat, and he just did something overhead. A little twisting too. Think outside the box. So the SPARTA system utilizes the body's inability to relearn movement along all anatomical planes. That's all I'm trying to do. Moving efficiently is relative to the individual and includes being able to control center of mass, maintain a relaxed state of mind, and experience no discomfort or pain throughout the movement. How does that sound? Group exercise. You guys ready for some action? Let me look at my clock. I'm going to give a couple of examples of my auxiliary exercises for a few of the 7 fundamental movements, okay? And then normally I would discuss some more variations, but I'll throw that out. And I am going to get to the remote training too.